how to practice speaking English without studying. I'm gonna give you 3 tips that have worked for me in improving both my speaking skills and my listening skills, especially when you're not in an English speaking country. So if you're living in a non-speaking country where you don't have that natural English speaking environment, you're gonna have to create your own English environment. And what this means is that you're gonna need a powerful blend of English input and English output. In a simple language, all that means is that you are gonna need to bring English into you and to use English or bring English out of you by using it. And here's how you're gonna approach it. Step 1, the first step is to absorb English. And that means you're gonna have to immerse yourself in English materials through listening. To immerse yourself in English means to make listening to English or speaking in English a daily habit. Literally just obsess over English, obsess over it. Immerse yourself in English. Bring in as much English as you can as possible. Absorb the English language input. In order to have an output, you need an input. So anytime you get, just listen to English. Listening is your gateway to speaking ability. You can say what you've never heard before. When you listen to English podcasts or just native speaking, I want you to really focus on pronunciation. Differentiate your pronunciation to their pronunciations. Are you pronouncing words as they're pronouncing words? Watch their mouth movements as they speak. Their tongues, their lips, are they in the same position as yours as you speak in English? Catch those differences. And this is very important because pronunciation mistakes compound over time if ignored. So when listening to English, pay close attention to how they put their words together in sentences, especially in longer sentences. And when listening, instead of memorizing single words, notice how words work in context. For instance, if you learn a word like look, let's say look after, learn how that word is used. Don't just learn the meaning of the word. Learn how the word has been used in the sentence. Is it look after, which means to take care of someone? Look after your brother. Is it look into, which means to investigate? Look into a case. Can you look into that case for me? Is it look for, which means to search for something? Can you help me look for my book? So instead of just learning a word, learn how that word has been used in that particular sentence. Step 2 is to express yourself in English through speaking. Literally, there's no way you are gonna learn how to speak in English or get fluent in English without speaking. And I've noticed that a lot of English learners can understand English perfectly well, but when it comes to speaking, they freeze or maybe panic. That's not because they don't have vocabulary. It's just because they absorb English, so they're familiar with it, they understand it, but they don't practice speaking. They don't express themselves in English through speaking. And let me explain why expressing yourself in English through speaking is very important. If you don't use the vocabulary you've learned, if you don't use the English you've learned, you will forget whatever it is that you learned in English. For instance, let's say you learned an English idiom like a piece of cake, which means something is very easy to do. And after you learn it, you don't use it, you don't express yourself with it. After a while, when that word comes back again, you've totally forgotten the phrase and you just switch back to the default. A piece of cake to you will literally mean just a piece of cake. But in order to remember what you've absorbed in English, you need to speak in English. Literally just speak to yourself in English. Record yourself while speaking in English and give it to a friend for feedback. Just ensure that you are talking in English. So the first step is to absorb English. The second step is to express yourself in English. The third and the most important step to practice speaking English without studying, stay consistent. So now that you know that in order to practice speaking English without studying, you need an English input and you need an English output. You need to bring in English and you need to take out English. Stay consistent. Don't just do it today. Don't just do it tomorrow. Don't just do it for a week or a month. Do it consistently every single day until further notice. Don't stop. Everywhere you go, bring English with you. If you're going to the mall, bring English with you. If you're going to the shop, bring English with you. Take English everywhere you go. And if you're struggling to think in English, I have a video right here. And in this video, I give you the tips and explain how you can train your brain to start thinking in English automatically and stop translating directly from your native language to English. If this video is helpful, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos just like this one. Give it a like and let's catch up in my next video. Good luck in your fluency journey. Bye bye.